Welcome to AI in 5. I'm your host, Simon Chris. Joining me today is Kendra Vant. Kendra's a tech executive who advises boards and execs on AI right across Australia. We're going to be chatting about the human design elements of AI. Hi Kendra, and thanks for joining AI in 5. Once again, you join me from Melbourne, our hometown. And let's just jump right in because we've only got 5 minutes on this. I really wanted to open up a subject which I know is dear to your heart around the human aspects of AI, so humanizing it. Love just your opening thoughts.
It is such a great topic, Simon. And one reason why, I think it's really important, but I also like it because I feel that there are actually practical things we can do. And so many of the topics in AI today, it makes you throw your hands up a little bit and go, oh, well, I can't influence that. But one I feel we all really can influence is, at the moment, I see patterns of people designing the AI system without thinking about the humans who are going to inevitably need to be in it. Because the generative AI is fascinating. It's really, really good at some things. It's really, really good at being first draft fairy for us. But it's not a complete solution in very many places at all, right? Sometimes for reasons of legal liability, we want to keep humans in the loop. But honestly, as I think we're all discovering, often we just need to keep humans in the loop. But what I think we're missing right now, and I reckon we can change our viewpoint and change the way we work, is don't train the model and then throw it at the human. Think about the system holistically. Think about what's the whole job that needs to get done, and how can I build the machine-driven bit in a way that is genuinely additive to the human, rather than that challenge where the human gets stuck with the bit where, oh, you have to pay complete attention to the way the car's driving, because in the microsecond every 100 hours where it can't do it, it needs to be able to flick it over to you. We know that doesn't work because we know the humans get bored. So let's start thinking up front about how do we design human plus AI rather than AI and then chuck it over the fence at the humans. That is my pitch.
So we're augmenting the human rather than the human plays a supporting role to the AI. Is that right?
And I think the important thing there is, yes, but heaps of folk would say, absolutely, I get that we're only augmenting humans, Kendra. I get that we need to keep humans in the loop. But I'm saying, no. We say we get that we're augmenting the humans, but at the moment, the pattern of development is too often, so figure out what the machine can do and then give the human the leftovers. And sure, that can make things cheaper, but I don't think it necessarily leads to a 1 + 1 = 3 outcome, because I worry that we're leaving the human with bits that we go, oh, well, the humans can do that. And you're like, they can, but are they actually good at that? And are they going to be consistently good at that over a long period of time? So I'll give you a for instance.
Yeah, that'd be great. Love for you to bring it to life.
If we're using generative AI to write summaries of research, so we're sending it out there into the ether and we're saying, hey, pull back for me, what's going to happen in the price of commodities. It can do apparently a very good job of that. Like the first time you look at it, you're like, wow, that's amazing. It's very, very literate. It's very well written. It doesn't have spelling mistakes. It doesn't have grammar mistakes. All the things that we've been trained to believe make something really good.
Yep.
But the challenge is it isn't perfect. It's not always going to be correct. Sometimes it's not going to have picked up what a human believes is important. And sometimes it's frankly straight out going to have fabricated things. Where we're now trying to use the human to say, here you go. Here's this summary. Now you have to go and verify it, figure out whether it's right, cross-check, reference it. That isn't something that humans are good at, because if we have to scan something that's 95% right and 5% wrong, that is a really good recipe for complete boredom and just not doing it. So I think we need to turn it around and say, what is the minimum intellectual input we need to give the human for them to want to be engaged in this work? And how do we maintain that while taking effort and toil out of the process?
Wow. So that's beyond human-centered design. It kind of takes that to a whole nother level, doesn't it? Because often human-centered design is just about the UX not about, how do we best engage and use humans? Yeah, that's an interesting
It's
approach.
an extension. I like that though. I think it's an extension of human-centered design.
Mm.
It's augmented human design, perhaps something like that. There'll be a better hook, but it's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the large AI companies will come up with a cool term for it at some point, I'm sure. Look, this has been a fantastic AI in 5. Thank you, Kendra. I know I'm going to have you back on because we've got so much more to talk about. I am asking everybody one question as we finish up, which is really quickly, what is your best tip that you can give somebody that's just starting out in their AI journey?
I think my best tip would be bring your skepticism with you. So,
Mm.
particularly if you've got any training in science, if you don't stretch back your mind to your science training at high school, you were told to be a good scientist, to be skeptical, to say, this could be true, but how would I poke at it and try to prove that it isn't? Because if I do that and I can't, then I can more robustly believe what it's telling me. So I think that bring your skepticism, bring your positivity, because there's some amazing stuff this can do, but bring your skepticism.
Love that. And I love that you've taken it back to the old Facebook thing of poking at it. I like that a lot. Kendra, thank you so much. We'll talk very soon.
Such a pleasure, Simon.